Shit, what's this podcast called?
Discourse of Human Events.
The discourse is just crazy.
Everything's okay, I'm just trying to act my age. Yeah, I wanna know where the hell the days go. Yeah, I wanna know where the hell the days go. I wanna look
Start recording. Because you can see my screen, right? Alright, flashlight on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Flashlight! Alright, what do we got?
Alright, so today we'll control through Reddit advice and give our advices. Our advice?
Our advice instead of our advice?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Our advice for our advice.
Alright.
Right?
That's our vice.
Alright,
what's the first one we got?
My now famous cousin for sexually assaulting me multiple times.
Ooh. I feel like we need more details.
sounds juicy.
Okay, my advice, just right off the bat.
Can you get money first?
If he's like, yeah, exactly.
I knew exactly where you're going with that.
You need to, you need to see how much is in it. And then take the money and then expose it anyways.
Yeah, that would be the ultimate move.
I would say first gather evidence.
Evidence, I think
That's another good point. Is there evidence? But does it even matter at this point, honestly?
Night pairs and remembering.
Does evidence matter?
Yes.
I feel like as soon as you accuse...
It depends on the number of people. I mean, it's bad, but I feel like if one woman accuses, it's a he said, she said. If like 15 come out, it's like, okay,
but I mean,
dude,
for your
you're raping
public
them.
image in general, if one accuser comes forward, it usually, like,
It's
in
not
this day and
good.
age, it's not good, right? Like, it...
But it's survivable. I think like every president since the modern era has had at least one accuser.
Yeah, that's true.
And most just go, yeah, we just don't care. You need a lot more than that. You
Like,
need some evidence.
That's true.
Most of it's not really just anything about the celebrity. She's not giving you any.
Well, she doesn't want to. That's the whole point, right?
Oh, there was another girl that came forward not too long ago claiming he raped and then.
Oh, so that she would be number 2. She would be backup for this whole 6.
Yeah,
now it's a thing.
Yeah, now you can definitely get some money from
Yeah.
that. Now, what are the chances, though?
But does that also
that
become
he
blackmail?
knows? Oh yeah, that's
So, like-
blackmail if you ask for money.
Should it be illegal to blackmail somebody if they raped you when you were a kid? I feel like you should be allowed to get away with the blackmailing.
But what about? Okay, here's my next question now. How many people does it happen to that? Okay, they knew this woman, right? Cousin in this case, but it could have been just random lady that they knew when they were teenagers and non-famous. Didn't happen. They see, the guy get accused once he is famous and full of money, and they think, wow, I want to jump on that gravy train, because they're pulling out millions for every single time.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, I was sexually assaulted too. Like, do you think it happens?
Absolutely. It has to.
Betting it does.
It has to happen, right?
Yeah, but then technically he could countersue if there's no...
I know, no evidence, but even if there's no evidence, once enough come out, it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like...
Well,
a coordination between the
you could
women.
sue for slander, and
Yeah, but it's just they're all he said.
It doesn't even have to be a planned coordination. It's just once a couple of them do it, they're like, well, I might as well hop on. I knew the guy.
Yeah, exactly. And then they could feel justified too because they think, he's probably guilty. Why not get some money?
Yeah,
from me too.
He's a piece of shit anyways. I might as well get some money.
So the real advice here is that if you're being sexually molested, just like Monica Lewinsky, you gotta save that blue dress. Right?
Was the blue dress
No,
actual evidence? I was too young to remember this whole situation.
Yeah, it had Bill Clinton's cum on it.
Oh. So
that's pretty much
pretty important evidence.
Yeah. But most of these ladies have nothing other than memories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So wait, she saved a dress with his cum on it. Probably for the whole situation, right?
Yeah, well, she was clearly planning on something there.
I feel like it's not necessarily planning on
I think
something.
it was a blue dress, right?
Is it in like a museum now?
Blue dress of Monica Lewinsky. I'm looking at that now. That almost left presidency. A blue glab dress that had the semen stain from blowing President Clinton, basically.
Wow.
Yeah, so she blew the guy, came on her dress, and
There's a lot of
she
questions
kept the
with
dress.
this. First off, why are you coming all over the dress? Like, there's other places you can do that.
He's a busy man, Zach. He was on the phone with the president of Russia. Okay, he doesn't have time to aim. He just comes out when he's ready to go.
Dress coming is my favorite.
Or hey, maybe she was the one aiming. Like, I need some.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
She just puts her shoulder into it.
Ooh, you can do it. Put your back into it.
At the point that was happening, they had a relationship, right? She really thought, supposedly, he was gonna leave Hillary for her.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
But she went home and was like, but I'm gonna put this
But I'm gonna keep the cum dress just in case.
Hey,
dress just in case.
you always need a backup.
Yeah. So the point is, there are women out there with plans. Okay?
The point is, she stuck to him too. Like, damn, girl.
Yeah.
You were fucking around. I mean, you were fucking around, but you weren't, you know.
If she's that innocent, would she purposefully, do such a thing?
Yeah.
Really? You
Yeah.
fall for Bill
Like-
Clinton because of love?
Exactly.
Really?
It was some leverage that she was gonna try to pull.
Yeah.
Obviously.
She just lets him come. Oh my gosh, I forgot to swallow. I just came all over my dress. You ruined this
my
dress.
gosh. And then she pulls out a little vial, like the kind you pee in for a collection sample. You can't do that, so she's gotta let it go on the dress.
Just, oh my gosh, how did it get in this tube? Oh my gosh, it's sealed now. I don't know what to do. Oh my gosh, this team has been waiting beside me to test this semen right away. How did they get here?
All right. Next.
Wait.
Or did you have more? Okay.
Back to the semen on this dress. This is important.
Okay.
How long did the semen last on the dress?
I think it was a while.
Like, did she seal it?
How long did Lewinsky keep the blue dress? Dress, whatever.
Like, does it really last that long? Like, you can still test?
I think it's a while, man.
Wait. At what point it's still testable? I'm just questioning.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
Would it be at some point?
there has to be some point when it's no longer, like, you can test.
Yeah. Like, I understand if you take a hair lasts for a long time.
Okay,
It's DNA.
hold on. She
Yeah,
talked
exactly.
that Linda Tripp was the other person that was claiming
Mm-hmm.
Clinton had assaulted her.
Okay.
Right? She told Linda Tripp in November 1997 that she had the dress. It didn't get turned over to the FBI until July of 1998. A blood sample was taken on August 3rd and was able to determine it. So it's at least a year. It doesn't say when the blowjob happened, but it's at least a year.
So they legally were able to get blood sample from Clinton because of the trial and stuff.
A blood sample was taken from Clinton on August 3rd. Yeah,
Because the FBI were
they
investigating.
were doing an investigation.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was my next question: is how the fuck did they get his DNA to test it against that? Like, hey, Mr. President, I just need a quick drop of your blood.
They sent in another FBI. It wasn't a blood sample. They were going to compare another semen sample, so they sent an FBI agent.
Oh gosh, you used teeth and accidentally cut you open. How did that happen? Oh my gosh, a Q-tip just accidentally happened to appear in my hand to test that. Okay, now what's the next one?
All right, ready for the next one?
Yep. Wait, so what was our overall advice? Hold on, what was our overall advice for them?
I'll try to get money.
Yeah, okay. I just wanted to have a summary. Try to get money first, otherwise just let it out.
Partner of 5 years commits suicide. I learned at the funeral that he cheated the whole time. A lot of these just turn into relationship advice.
Yeah, that is just kind of our relationship advice, right? What's the advice they're looking for? Should you kill yourself? What are you looking for? What's the question?
Just, I guess it's how to feel about the guy.
I don't know what advice to give. Move on, I guess.
I feel like it would be funny at that funeral where she goes up and starts crying over the dead body. And then she goes and overhears the conversation about, from the mistress. And then she goes back up to the body and goes, "Fuck you!"
Fucking douche.
Starts hitting the body. That's all I'm imagining. There's no advice.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, what advice is this person even looking for?
Okay, here's an actual question. How do you professionally say I don't give a fuck?
You quit? Is that what they mean?
Yeah, but here's the first answer is the right answer. I'll look into it. I've definitely.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, if they bother me again, I'll think about it.
Or I'll circle back with you.
See, I can't use that in my job. Like, I have to, if somebody asks a question like that, it's not like I can just say, I'll get back to you with that. Then there'd be like...
There's no one that doesn't really matter?
Well, normally if somebody's asking a question, it would be my supervisor. So if I said, I'll get back to you on it, if my supervisor's asking me a question, it's like, something pertinent that needs answered that either I messed up or they're trying to answer a question themselves.
You have coworkers though. Right?
Yeah. But they don't really ask me any questions normally because they would just ask a supervisor if they had a question, right?
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So I'm trying to think in my situation what would be a professional way to say I don't give a fuck. I don't know how you would say that. I guess when somebody says I'm injured or hurts, it's like, okay, show no sympathy or guess something. I don't know.
Oh, the recent one that I heard is, I have no capacity.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I have no capacity. That's a definite one.
I have no capacity. That definitely sounds like you don't give a fuck. What's another one? That one's too easy answered. You should go to a top and for the month or something. So you get
yeah, I am on the top of the month. Let's do top of the year because the month's not cutting it.
I want to save... My boyfriend fell asleep. I want to save his game from on Skyrim.
Ridiculous.
What an actual,
I don't... What?
Good...
is that how to do so?
Yeah, that's hey, I actually need help right now in this given moment. I like that one.
Okay, please help. I ran away from home. Parents are trying to force me to marry someone who tried to rape me.
Good lord.
What country is this?
English is not my native language.
I had probably assumed.
Yeah.
So
Muslim
please
girl.
bear with me.
Probably assumed.
I'm
Alright,
not
can we-
gonna read this fucking wall of text.
Can we break down if this is fake? Because I feel like the bear with
I think
me...
this actually happens for people from...
Yeah, but this actual
Muslim
post is
people,
fake
right?
or not.
Oh, that I have...
Because those so please bear with
there's
me
too many words.
is an obvious use of the wrong bear, right? Is that?
No, that's the right bear.
Isn't that the naked bear?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah,
right.
that's bear as in naked.
But it's actually pretty well written for somebody that doesn't speak English.
But that's what I'm saying. Why they used the wrong bear, but everything else looks so well put out.
I think this is probably fake.
Yeah, I don't believe it. From my 20 seconds of looking at this post, in my professional opinion, this is false.
Okay, what's your advice if it were true?
Okay, so good. Scroll back up. She ran away from her family because they're trying to force her to marry someone who tried to rape me. It depends on the country, though, right? Like, if she's in a country where
Let's throw out England. That probably is England.
England.
Yeah.
Oh, then it depends on her age. If she's 18, just fucking keep doing whatever you want to do, right?
Well, yeah, but what if you don't have a job?
But you can get a job without your parents. Like, she might already have a job, right? Like, what is her parents going to... They can't force her, right, if she's 18. Even if she's under 18, you can't really force somebody to marry somebody, right?
Yeah, but, okay, you just graduated high school.
Uh-huh.
You leave home.
Look, I'm
What's
not
step two?
saying the person's...
Like, step 2 isn't get an apartment because you don't have any money to get the apartment.
You're just gonna have to hook.
So you got to get the job. But
do you want to marry someone you don't know, or do you want to hook on the side? You got two options.
It's either rape or whore yourself out. Okay.
Look, the world's not a great place sometimes, and this is a sad example.
Yeah, I don't think there's like an easy solution for the world, lady.
Just run away.
Well,
Pour yourself out to a bigger, stronger guy that'll beat that guy up. But
so the real question is, do you have any life skills that you can get a job with? But I feel like even in England, there's McDonald's and stuff. Like, you can get a job that's not going to pay well, but...
You can, but you're going to be homeless for a little while.
Yeah.
You can't get an apartment with hopes.
Yeah, it's like that old comedian. Like, what is he going to, like... The old saying with homeless people is they're just going to use it on drugs. He's like, well, that's what I'm going to use it on. And then the joke is like, people say like, just buy a house. Like, what is he going to do? Like, save all that money up and buy like a wall unit? Like, you can't just buy a house.
Yeah, it's not how that works.
Yeah.
For a while, you gotta just keep being homeless, but go to work anyways.
It's a good question. Like, what would you do if you're suddenly in this situation? Like, what would you do in this situation? Like, you basically have
I'm in the situation
to assume you're going to be homeless. Would you just deal with being homeless for a while?
Homeless? I'd start stealing shit left and right.
Yeah, but
Am I underage or
that would just get you a record, right? And possibly in jail.
Only if you get caught. You steal enough till you have enough for...
Oh, it does say she just turned 18, so she doesn't have to worry about marrying somebody. So, here's what I would do. Alright. Parents are trying to get you to marry somebody. You say no. Obviously, they forced the situation. You want to still live there, right? Because this is your big worry. You want to have food and a house. So all they can take away from you is your food and house, right? So you make their life a living hell because they're trying to make your life a living hell.
Oh, that's a good point. Just revenge.
Yeah. Just like, they fucking just start pooping on the floors, doing weird shit. What are they going to do?
How Muslim are they? Because at some point, like, don't the dads, like, cut the ladies' heads off?
Yeah, but she's in England. I mean, I don't think they're just going to, like, they're not just, like, Muslim terrorists. They're not, like,
at some point,
jihadists.
What is it, mutually assured destruction here.
Yeah, that's what I'm going with.
In my life, yours is going down, too. I mean, that's shitty for your life, though.
True. But, like, that's what I'm saying. The alternative is be homeless, right? So, if they want to try to make your life a living hell, you make it a living hell. Every time they try, like, what are they going to do? Take away your phone, right? Like, all they can do is take away what they pay for you, right? Which is what's going to happen anyways if you run away. So you just elongate the time that they pay for those things. And you start stealing shit from your house.
Yeah, there you go. Steal from
Yeah.
them. That's good.
Steal their shit.
Okay, I had an alternative. You say, yes, Father. Let me bake a large meal to celebrate. It's just a wee bit of rat poison.
Also,
Just a
it's a
little bit.
forced marriage, right? So you can, if the guy doesn't want to do it, you can make sure the guy doesn't want to marry you. Like, can I at least meet him first, you know? And you just make sure that person does not want to marry you. Back to the shitting on the floor
Putting on as
situation.
much weight as yeah. I don't know. Maybe that guy has really low standards. Rapists usually aren't, the top tier of people.
You got me there. Alright, what's next?
Chloe, you get to pick the next one.
We didn't even get Chloe's opinion on that matter. She's the only female in the situation. What would you do if you were
Chloe?
parents tried to force you into a marriage?
Oh. Depends on if I'm underage or not.
You just turned 18.
You just turned
Then
18.
it kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I'm underage, I'm just trying to kill that guy.
Damn.
The rapist.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably a good point. You feel like you should kill the rapist.
Then you have the perfect alibi, right? You were raped and you're forced to marry, and you'll get the jury sympathy, right? And
Yeah.
underage, you can practically get away with a murder. But if you turn 18, this becomes a lot more tricky.
Yeah, she just turned 18, so that makes
That's
it
true.
tough.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. You can try to stab him, though, and make him, sort of handicapped in the situation. Then you run away with all his money.
Yeah, just Lorena, what is it? Lorraine LaBobbitt?
Yeah,
him?
Lorena Bobbitt. Yeah, cut that dick off.
Just bah.
Nah, I'll
Or-
die.
Or you make it like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna suck that dick, and you bite.
You hear that? Chloe wants to just stab his eyes out so he's fully handicapped, but
Damn.
I feel
I mean, that's
dicks
fair, I
are
guess.
eyes too, but
But if his dick went away, technically, he can still find you and do harm to you. If he's
yeah.
blind or lost a leg,
That's a good point.
it's a lot harder.
I feel like if he doesn't have his dick, he won't have the motivation to come and find you. He'll just be like,
No,
does it happen?
I feel like you'd be motivated if somebody
are really
severed your
sadistic,
dick.
I'll lose their dick.
Yeah.
Okay. Not that I know, but
They might come back at you like 10 times harder because, you lost
it
a
would
dick.
not surprise me.
Yeah.
Alright, what do we got next?
Did you have another one you wanted to do?
Well, the one you have it on then.
My wife and daughters left me.
Uh-huh.
Damn.
Should I say you deserve it?
Let's hear a
Let me
story.
read it.
I'm a truck driver and have been one for over 20 years. I got married 12 years ago and had 2 daughters, 8 and 12. When me and my wife started dating, I told her about how my job often has me on the road for days at a time. She was fine with it. After 3 days of driving, found the house empty. On the headboard probably, there was a note written by my wife saying that they were tired of me being gone all the time and that she was leaving me. The notes also said that my daughters want nothing to do with me ever again.
Hmm.
Oh, I see.
When I'm home, I always spend time with my family and FaceTime with them. When I'm taking a break, I always bring them souvenirs.
Yeah, I mean, the top comment seems like it's the most sound advice is like to get a lawyer situation.
Lawyer up.
Yeah.
But how, like, there's got to be more going on. We're only getting this guy's side of the story, right?
Yeah,
Why did your
it could
wife
be,
and
though.
kids
Like,
want
maybe
to
that
leave
guy
you?
was just, sleeping around while the
Yeah.
guy was away.
Exactly. Like, you could just be a shitty person, and this is the reason they're leaving you. Like, plenty of truck
It could
drivers
be
have
either
wives
way.
that stick around.
Either one could be the shitty person.
Yeah.
But I
Could
just
be the
feel
guy's
there's
actually
not enough information here.
Yeah, we only got one story here. This one of the problems with, like, the
But
art.
okay, let's
advice.
assume it's honest and he's a nice guy.
Okay.
And the wife just doesn't want any more of it. She found another guy.
Okay, because
I
she's
feel like that doesn't happen unless she found another guy.
she's alone all the
Are you with
time,
me?
right?
If this guy was an okay,
Yeah.
if this guy was an all right guy and he was a good father,
Yeah.
she's staying until she finds another man, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, obviously. So, okay, in that case, you lawyer up.
Definitely. That's the first option.
But in all that time, you think that
Toaster,
mother's feeding those
hold on.
kids lies about
What
Jenny?
the? Hold on. Toaster, get down! Fuck. Jesus Christ!
To no good, I can tell.
What the fuck? Sorry, I just found my cat. I have my Warhammer figures on a shelf, right? Like splayed out in an army, and for some reason she was starting to walk all over them. And then she just ran and spilled them everywhere, so I'm going to have to pick that up after. I don't know what the fuck that was. Yeah, anyway, so what were you saying now?
I don't remember. Yeah, okay, so that's the case if this was the guy. Oh, yeah, that guy could have probably been feeding, or the lady could have been feeding his daughter's lies about the guy, like, you know. Because that happens, right?
Yeah.
It does happen. Depends on how young the child is.
8, you can definitely do it. 12, they might be like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, lawyer up is definitely the route in this situation. If he was a nice guy. Now, if he was sleeping around, though,
but
lawyering up's not going to work, right?
Up, and she comes up with, suppose this is the nice guy scenario.
Uh-huh.
And she's like, oh, he beat me.
Well, she's got to have evidence, right?
Kids.
And the kids have to back it up.
She can throw herself down the stairs a couple
Yeah,
times.
but the kids, they're going to ask the kids that, too. Like, are the kids going to perpetuate such ridiculous lies? If there actually are outlandish.
I hope not. I hope family courts work well enough like that.
You got me there. Do the courts work well enough for that to be true?
Yeah. But let's say it's the reverse situation where the guy's shitty and the lady left for a reason. I mean, he's the guy asking advice. I don't have any advice. You're a shitty person.
Yeah.
What was coming to you?
Yeah.
Like, so there's no advice
yeah,
there.
There really isn't advice if that's the situation.
Let's go for another one.
Go for another one.
This one's not that juicy.
Do that juice.
I want to see this. I have Asperger's and sometimes I can't tell if I'm being strange. Is this a weird gift to somebody?
Oh, interesting.
I told my roommate that I got my older brother a meteorite for Christmas. He started laughing and said it was really random strange to get a meteorite for someone.
That would be cool. I think that would be cool to get a meteorite.
It depends on how well you know the person, but yeah.
That's his brother, right?
No, he's told... Oh, yeah, he got his older brother a meteorite. Okay, yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Yeah, most people are like, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I was expecting something really crazy from the question, too, but it's not
like,
that.
you fucking weirdo. You're a real piece of shit.
I got grass clippings from every lawn in this entire neighborhood. Like, okay, buddy.
I collected my dead skin for the past 2 years.
Yeah.
Oh, I shaved my cat. Now I braided something.
But, I mean, there's certainly going to be some people where, like, you get them a meteorite that are probably not going to care. But I think most people, even if they didn't care, would be like, yeah, that's kind of cool. Like, they would still, like, be like, oh, okay, cool. Like, they're not going to be like, what the fuck, dude? Why would you get me a meteorite?
Okay, Chloe, I'll let you pick one.
Oh.
Today, probably.
Pick a card, any card. But not that card.
This one.
I think my girlfriend has been trying to get me fired from all my jobs. Whoa. He has several jobs?
Wait, from all his jobs, or maybe he's gotten fired from jobs before?
I just finished when we started dating, and I've been doing all sorts of jobs since, sometimes 2 at a time. cafes, bookstores, library, grocery store, and is an English tutor.
That's about 3 to 5 months.
People called to complain about me. People left bad reviews about me. Used employee Wi-Fi. Look up sketchy things under his name. Maybe the complaints. Maybe the guy's just shitty at all his jobs.
Yeah, maybe he's just. Well, why does he think it's his girlfriend? This is what we need to find out.
Someone was complaining about an employee. Could easily only fit me. Pretty short on staff, so I could have been the only person in the store on that day. Pretty elaborate, nasty comments about me. It had happened on one of his other jobs.
Oh, so the username was Mick Myrtle. I don't.
Oh, hold on. Okay, she finally gets. He looks at her phone and sees it's Mick Myrtle, or whatever. It's her username. He looks on her phone.
Okay, so he finds out for sure she left a review.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we have.
That was a lot of text to get to that.
Yeah, come on, man. Let's sum it up for the speed readers here. Where's our TLDR?
Okay, very first thing, if she takes the phone, she logs back into that review, and he leaves the most amazing review.
Oh, he
sucked him off in the
flips
bathroom. He's so amazing.
I don't think that would help his position.
Like, look at this. She decided something completely different.
Why did you do that, though?
Why would she do that? That is the question.
Some people are weird.
It wouldn't be better.
Maybe
I think it's just a vindictive person.
she just wants the comfort. She's a psychopath, and she wants because she said every time he left a job, she would comfort him, so she felt like she was doing something. Or maybe it is like a revenge thing, like he's doing something to her.
Yeah. That's what I would guess is revenge.
But there could just be a psycho bitch. These are also an option.
Yeah. This is obvious. Even if it is revenge, it's the psycho bitch move.
True, you got me there.
It's not something you do.
Well, it depends. What is the revenge for?
Relationship with that guy.
Was this?
Yeah, like first
If she wanted to revenge, she would completely destroy that guy and then leave him.
Yeah.
So it doesn't sound like revenge.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It sounds like a psycho bitch that this is some sort of weird control thing, and she can, like I said, she's the.
She doesn't like that job.
Well, he's the one. She gets to comfort him, right? Every time she leaves the job. So it also makes her a mainstay, she's important in his life because she always falls on her. He always comes back to her with this.
Yeah.
That's fucked up, man.
Yeah. But I feel like just leaving that. Now I think he should get revenge.
Yeah, so what do you do if you find out that's been going on for that long?
Post that on every social media account you have.
Yeah.
This is it's like warning. You should flash the red lights. Know this let everyone you know. This person isn't a fucking.
She is literally
get away at all.
A crazy
costs.
Bitch.
Yeah, because you really need to know those those.
That level of crazy, yeah.
There needs to be somebody that warns you.
I agree with you there. That's
plenty warnings about Chloe.
What?
Blink twice, Nick, if you need help. We're not on video, so
audio podcast.
It was very strange because I remember in grad school, right?
I'm blinking so hard right now. Sorry, go ahead, Chloe.
For the listeners, I am blinking right now.
Back then, I got a Facebook message.
Chloe's talking about grad school.
From a person that I never know.
Mm-hmm.
And she was saying, so-and-so is such an asshole, yada, yada, yada. I dated him, yada, yada, yada. And then there's the fallout or something. And she obviously sent it to everyone, because I don't know that guy either.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There you
I
go.
think that's actually a really solid advice to kind of spread the information, but you need the proof because some people just aren't going to believe you because that's such a level of
No, I would
crazy.
you gotta get that proof. You gotta take screenshots of that phone. This is her phone. This is her phone of leaving a review for me.
Yeah.
That'd be
And
crazy.
actually preface it with I want to post this so nobody else gets into the situation. So it's clear why you're doing it.
Jesus.
He can even file the lawsuit.
Probably.
She left a review.
Yeah.
No, still, it's still harassment, right?
Yeah, probably. You'd think so.
Yeah, if you're constantly doing
Yeah,
it.
But you have to
Crazy.
prove that all the bad reviews has been left by.
Well, you could subpoena her phone records, right? And if she's calling everywhere, the corporate numbers for everywhere he's ever worked, multiple times to leave bad reviews, that would be pretty good evidence because she can't do anything about it because you would get those from the actual phone companies.
Yeah, but lawyer fees kind of expensive too.
Yeah.
Looks like
Yeah,
this
and-
person
He works in a
job.
cafe, so that's.
Yeah, and
the legal
what
system isn't there to help him.
are you going to get from her even if you sue her? Doesn't sound like she's exactly swimming in the millions.
No.
So what do you?
Crazy.
So how do you say you're in this guy's situation? Like you said, suing isn't for these kind of people. What is the recourse they have to get compensation for such crazy acts?
You don't get compensation.
So
You just get vengeance and you get the fuck away from that person.
I would do is put the phone down and start recording on your cell phone. And
That might be
confront
illegal
her.
depending where you are.
Yeah, you gotta. That depends on where you're at.
Illegal.
In Ohio, it's fine if it's audio.
I'm not sure about gathering records from her phone though, since they live together. I'm not sure what the legality of that is. It might be okay.
No, it doesn't need to be illegal evidence, right? So you're not going to court and all that stuff.
No.
You want to expose this person.
Yeah, that's what
in
I-
psycho-
Oh, I see what you're saying. You're just saying gather evidence to post online.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
That's why I
Yeah.
take screenshots of her phone. But yeah, also confront and then record the conversation.
Yeah.
Post all
Yeah.
that shit.
Definitely do that.
Jeez.
Crazy motherfuckers.
This I don't get. I just found out my boyfriend has been posting about me on an incel forum. I mean,
What's
he
it
has
What?
a incel is the guys that don't have sex, but then he has a girlfriend, so probably complaining that she doesn't put out.
Probably. Let's see. Now I'm curious.
Oh, cool.
Does this start? I'm in complete mental turmoil. Is that a different one you click? Okay.
No, he clicked the wrong.
Not really sure how to react. Blah blah blah. Met him through mutual friends. Dated for about 6 months.
He's a nerdy, fairly stable relationship.
Notification on incels.co, and he was logged into his account. No things that I feared that for majority he's been posting about me. Horrible, mean things about my appearance and how I was trash. He's just using me for sex. That is a stupid.
Oh,
and I'm useless.
so incel's not a people who don't have sex account. It's is it just?
I think incel literally means they don't have.
Is it
sex,
just this?
But it also means they hate women.
Okay, that's what I was about to say. Is it just I hate women type website?
Yeah.
This did just turn into relationship advice mostly, right?
Yeah.
Stuff.
Yeah, leave him. Number one.
I like how it always starts with, well, leave the person, but also. Once again, gather the evidence.
Yeah, I don't think. What can she do other than leave? I mean, not much.
No. Just let him know he's a
That
shitty
person's
person,
life.
and that's about it.
Learn a lesson about,
Ooh, my sister has been killing animals.
people out.
Here's something not relationship related.
That's interesting. Yeah, that's better.
What if her sister worked at butcher shop?
She's doing a job.
The monster.
Just practicing.
14-year-old sister.
Okay.
Stabbing 2 squirrels to death.
Jesus.
Stuck sticks through their bodies.
Okay.
Everyone thought our cat ran away, but there was a video of her holding its dead body.
Jesus.
Cutting up fish from our fish tank. I mean, I don't know about the fish. I mean,
Hold on. Question.
You pretty much cut those out.
How is she recording these actions? Is this like still set up shots or like...
Like, what's the cinematography?
Yeah,
here?
because
Who you
I'm trying to
share?
figure out how you record some of these actions without another person.
I think, yeah, because one hand holding the phone, one hand trying to stab the squirrel. The squirrel's gonna run away.
Because if not, these have to be still shots, and then there is actual some like technical shots that have to be involved to like see what's going on, right?
Yeah.
Like this isn't like maybe 14-year-olds these days
This is
can
made
set up shot.
Right. This is somebody that watched Dexter.
Yeah.
No, I don't think Dexter does that.
Didn't he in the show? I only watched maybe the first 2 episodes. I thought he killed animals or something. His dad caught him or something.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
This is why I'm feeling like this is fake because I just
I think
the
you're right, it is.
technical difficulties of actually recording yourself murdering animals.
And how do you catch a squirrel? They're pretty fucking hard.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's also
I
true.
understand you catch your cat.
Yeah, the cat, the fish,
that's doable.
easy.
Cat will trust ya.
2 squirrels though?
Very skittish.
Not 1, but 2?
Well, maybe she's doing like, in the movie Rocky where he has to train up and he catches a chicken. So she's training up on her psycho.
She's just training, dog.
Okay, so no advice for fake stuff?
No, it's too fake. But I'm glad we got to the bottom of it.
Do you want to try a different advice?
Yeah, sure.
We can try dating advice.
Okay.
We'll do top of the month.
Yeah.
I started reading this. It's fun to play in the yard. It's even more fun without bugs and pests. Get your free
Oh,
estimate
it's just-
today at Working.com.
The-
Oh, that's an ad.
You son of a bitch. I hate him.
I don't know what kind of question
Like,
that
this is a weird question for our relationship advice. Or dating advice.
Okay, guy asked me on a date, but then he asked me to pay for us both, as he is broke.
Mm.
Okay, what's your...
Well.
Let's say you're college age.
Mm-hmm.
College age is I'm college age, or the guy's also
The guy's
age?
college age. You're college students.
Okay.
Okay. So first off, this message says, I really want to take you out, but I haven't got any money until payday, so it looks like it'll be your treat this time. So it sounds like he's already paid for
So he
a
has
date, right?
a job.
Yeah, and it sounds like he's paid for a date before.
So
No.
is
He's
this-
been asking me out for weeks. So she agreed, and then he says, this is a first date. He just doesn't have any money.
But it looks like it'll be your treat this time doesn't make any sense with that context then.
As in, and then next time, there'll be another date, and he'll get you back. So he's already planning the second date on the first date.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Like, I would pay for my meal, but good luck. And I'll just leave.
You can have crackers, and the bread, and the water that comes along with my meal.
I feel like this is completely up to you. Do you want to go on a date and pay for the person? He's saying, I can't pay for you.
See, but Chloe, you're... No.
No, definitely no.
Hard pass.
Hard pass.
Hard pass.
Let me ask this. Let's say the guy is broke in college, and he says he can't take you on a date now.
He can't.
Yeah, because he's
That's
broke.
fine.
He's not insisting you pay for it.
Yeah, that's fine. Like, just don't promise something that you cannot deliver.
Yeah.
You know, that's.
But would you take
yeah,
him on a date and
the
pay
date.
for it the first time?
I mean, like, you can say, like, let's go out for a walk. Let's chat. Let's go to a park. You don't have to pay for any of those.
Oh, okay.
The woman never pays for the date.
Yeah.
It's not true.
So you're okay, but you just said you only.
No, it should be...
Because
no,
he
hold on.
asked out. Because he asked out.
Okay.
It should be whoever initiates
That's
the
fair.
request
That's fair.
for it, right?
Yeah, that makes sense. If you initiate the like asking out, then it's kind of on you a little bit.
Right.
Okay.
Or at least offer to split. Like me and my friends goes out, we do split.
But girl asks a guy out and does the same thing. Basically expects him to pay.
That's a bit douche.
Well, how often does the guy say no? If he said
Well,
yes
yeah,
to
it's
pay.
definitely
The guy doesn't go, whoa. I wasn't going to pay for this.
there definitely is a double standard, especially in America, for that at least, right?
Yeah. In everywhere.
I don't know. I don't know other countries and how that works, but I assume so.
Say, like, you go out for a meal, right?
Mhm.
And then I would just leave enough money on the table to pay for my portion.
What the guy just said he doesn't.
Now you're making them
Who cares?
dine and dash? What the hell?
That's psychotic.
You go, I'm gonna only cover myself,
Yeah.
bucko, bye.
Whatever.
Alright. So, it's better of you to just decline the date than that.
But they said like they're already on a date, right? Like they finished.
No.
the
He
meal.
sent a message saying, I really want to take you out, but I haven't got any money till
Oh,
payday.
so they haven't gone on a date.
No, he's saying,
Okay.
you said yes to the
So,
date, but
see-
you're going to have to pay for
See,
it.
I understood it wrongly. I thought
Okay.
they already went on a date, eat their meal, and it's
Oh.
okay. Then he suddenly said like, no, I haven't got more money.
That would be
He asked
Fucked
for a
up.
date. She said yes. He says, sorry, but I don't have any money. You'll have to pay for it.
I see.
In the case you're saying, Chloe, that would be sensible for you to just pay for yourself and leave.
Yes.
Yeah.
If he thinks
Well,
like, what if he just some douchebag say like, oh, let's go to a really fancy restaurant, and I ended up like, nope, I don't have money to pay.
that's really...
Right?
Hope the restaurant understands that, because they don't want to get involved in your drama.
No.
Right?
No, they definitely don't.
Oh, you know what would make this really, really bad?
What?
If one, he insists on the restaurant, and two, he takes you to the finest restaurant.
Like Michelin star?
Yeah, like $200.
And like you have to cover
I
yourself.
have no money.
You see, it won't happen. In
What?
order to make a reservation Michelin restaurant, you have to put your credit card information.
No, we've gone to ones before.
Okay, like one that costs like $150 or $200. Like you don't have to reserve,
Okay.
but it's like you are going to be down like $100 for your portion.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know what the restaurant does in that case, where the one party says, "I'm only paying for my meal, man. I don't know about this guy." I guess like it is on that guy, but if he doesn't have any money,
Yeah, that's pretty.
I guess it's the same as anybody else going in there ordering a meal and not having money,
Yeah.
whatever they do. With
What
it.
do they do with that? Do they just call the cops?
Throw them out.
What do you do? It's a weird situation that we have in restaurants where you pay after the meal, like after you order everything, right?
And
Because it just sets you up to be
Hey.
fucked over.
What happens if you can't pay for your meal?
Send an invoice to your address? What if you're fucking homeless?
Okay, apparently they usually will give you some time to pay it. They'll ask for something where you hold it while you go get your money. And then at some point, if you don't pay them, they'll get law enforcement involved.
Yeah, but you have to get their information, right? So say I'm
Yeah. They're saying you say I want to go and pay for it, then they'll ask for your wallet or your ID.
Yeah, but I'm thinking in the criminal mind where you act like you're about to pay for it, like you ask for the bill, right? And then you just leave.
Here's Reddit's response. Let's see.
Like they can't.
They will ask for some ID to ask you to come back tomorrow or pay the bill.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I expected, is to just get your ID, because then they can charge you.
For the most part, I assume it doesn't. What happens if they never come back?
Then they got your ID.
And so they may take your phone, ask for your phone, and then you lose your phone. Then they keep your phone.
Yes.
And then if they took your ID, then they'll call the cops.
Okay.
Or they have a phone with which to provide details to the police.
But
If you don't have your ID, you are simply put onto the wall, so they just take a picture of you.
But
Oh, they have the one of Michael when he was lost in the office.
so if a meal is only like, I don't know,
Yeah, they probably would.
$50
$20
or less, like
Yeah.
But they'll do something.
you just take that hit.
Like $600.
Yeah, what if you ordered the finest wine?
The finest of the
My
wines.
wallet.
Then usually, in that case,
Well, this is
they'll
such a
require
gameable
you,
system, though.
they require you to
So give them a fake ID.
credit card for reservation.
Well, not fake ID, because it's hard to get a fake ID. But they said they'll take your phone.
I would just have a shitty phone.
Right? I can buy, the shittiest Android phone. I don't put any of my own contact information into it at all. But I'm like, I ordered the craziest stuff, everything I can. And then I'm like, I'm sorry, I left my wallet at home. Here, take my phone. I'll go back. I promise. Go back, drive, and get it. Boom. That I could pay $50, $25 for that phone. I get a Michelin 3-star meal.
True.
There's no coming out.
That's funny.
All right, so that's my advice.
So
On this one is steal Michelin 3-star meals with a $25 Android phone.
So I kind of remember, I sort of remember the grift that Penn and Teller had with restaurants. Maybe you've heard this one from the podcast before.
I don't remember. Maybe.
So there'd always be two of them. They'd go in.
Uh-huh.
One would come in and order just a coffee, right? So it'd be like kind of diners, right? One would just order the coffee and make sure to talk to the waitress or the staff member so they remember the person and they remember that they only got the coffee. The next person would come in, order a full meal, eat the meal. The person who ordered the coffee would get the receipt for the coffee. The person who, because at diners you go and you pay, right? Back in these times, you would go up to a register and pay and leave. You wouldn't do how they do now where they bring the bill to your table. They'd go, they would take the receipt from the guy who ordered the coffee, pay for the coffee, and leave. And then that guy would take the bill from the guy who ordered the food and be like, I just ordered coffee. So it looks like he paid for the full meal to the other person, to the person at the register. And they would just do this twice at two different restaurants, so they both got a full meal for the price of a coffee.
Is that what they really
Yeah. Well, they said, I mean,
Such a scam.
I don't think he had a lot of money back in the day when he was a traveling carny. So,
That's true, but still, that's pretty good.
yes. It is, but you can see how that would work. Especially in, the 70s or 80s when they were doing this?
Okay.
It definitely wouldn't work nowadays. I feel like we should just do it like other places where you just pay for the thing you're ordering right then, before you get the food. It's like you can get reimbursed for what you don't like, and you can add the tip after. You know what I mean?
Yeah, or just here's my card. Take the card,
Yeah.
and then I'll order whatever, and you charge it later.
But what if you're paying cash?
Yeah, that's the thing. Cash, I don't want to go through counting all of it. I just want my meal and all of it. You know,
Yeah.
Don't bother me.
True. I kind of would prefer if I could just pay for things beforehand.
It's actually
Yeah,
happened.
you have to sit there.
I hate waiting for a
Sometimes
bill.
they're too busy to run your car.
I know.
Fucking
I hate waiting for just paying for my meal to leave.
Yeah.
That's why, like, in some restaurants in China, you can scan a QR code on your table when you're done.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You
I
pay
remember
for
doing
it
that
and
when
you
we were
leave.
there.
That would be a good way to just go
They
to
have
that.
it-
Some of
There's some
here,
restaurants here, like Applebee's and those ones.
Yeah.
One where they have Chili's. That's the other one I was
But they
thinking.
went
Where they have like
bankrupt.
the little thing on your on their tables, the little digital thing.
True. True that.
All right, one more, then we can. Call
Yeah.
All right. I'll let Chloe pick the very last one.
There's some wild ones out there.
Is this a red flag?
Is this right?
Argument over the most stupid thing ever. Now I'm curious what the most stupid thing ever is.
People who argue about dumb shit. Talking for a couple hours, started talking about music. Told me to send him my favorite song, so I sent it to him, and he immediately said how shit the song was. It was an argument because she said he was rude for saying that. He started yelling that he doesn't need to like all of her music. She said she didn't need to be so aggressive. He didn't need to be so defensive.
Well, I feel like it sounds like he was being really shitty about it. Like, it's not my thing, you know? Instead of doing that, he was like, this is fucking terrible. This is garbage.
This is the worst song ever. Anyone that likes this song should...
You fucking listen to this shit, man?
Including you.
This is a red
Yeah,
flag.
that's definitely a red
It
flag.
sounds like an anger control issue.
It's like a
Well...
negging, right?
He just thinks the song's shit. Like,
Sure, keep it to
what if
yourself.
you're... so, like, I'm dating a girl and she's like, oh, I love everything with Kim Kardashian. Or something. But then it would just be like, yeah, I don't think this is going to work out. Bye.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be like, you are a piece of shit for...
Well, I might say that before I say I don't think this is going to work out. Not really, but I wouldn't do that. But
You should be polite.
yeah,
right?
I know.
And you
You
can say,
shouldn't be
like,
a complete
this
asshole.
is not my thing, and I don't think we have our interest aligned up.
I wouldn't say, like, don't just say it's like, I imagine he was trying to be funny, but he's not really a funny person.
Daddy is trying to be funny.
Like, oh, that's such a shit song.
I think it's negging.
Only single girls like
No,
it, or something
I think it was like negging. That's what it sounds like.
Sounds kind of the same.
Like making her feel like negging is when you make a woman feel bad about herself, so you feel good about
Yeah,
yourself
yeah.
and like
Okay.
prop yourself up, and so they feel shit, and so like because their like self-esteem's down, they're like more likely to stick with you.
But I like make fun of people's choices, but like in an attempt to be funny.
Yeah,
But some guys,
But that's
would be funny.
different.
It would just be like, that's just rude. But sometimes, like, some people's humor, I think, it just isn't very good.
true.
They're not able to be clever, and it's just like you just sound like an asshole. But they're sounding like an asshole, but they're trying to like be funny.
Yeah, that's what we call it, the really low EQ.
Yeah.
Probably not the type of person that you want to be around with anyway, right?
Maybe it's Nickelback. Maybe
Probably.
he's in a Nickelback and
Let's say
he
that.
tried to do some Nickelback jokes.
See, but that's the thing. If like she said, "Oh, what's Nickelback's famous song?"
I don't know. Here's this photograph.
Yeah, that one.
Huh?
I remember the song. I just don't know what it's called.
Oh.
But let's say she says famous Nickelback song.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say that's just a shit song or something.
Yeah.
I'd say, wow, that's very brave of you.
Yeah.
Right? Like, now that's funny.
I
Because
would
everyone
say-
knows everyone hates Nickelback.
I was an interesting choice. You got it.
I'd say, like, yeah, are you going to tell me you're a pedophile next? Because, like, I think some people would be more ashamed of that. But that's not saying it's shit, right?
So,
But that sounds worse than saying the song shit. Is like, you should be more, like,
That was
proud
quite
of being a
unusual.
pedophile.
yeah,
right?
but that's
So you see how...
that's the humor
Like, I could see
miscommunication.
shitting on it. Yeah, like, that's how you could shit on it, but it would be funny.
So, scroll down because I'm curious if she answers what the song was.
But I'd never consider this, how much further this goes.
But what's the song?
The OP says his best friend died recently. I don't know what that has to do with being shitty about a song. Oh, I still want to know the song.
OP, oh my god, that's such a different way of looking at this. No.
Like, they're all supportive, but maybe she finally answers and said it was a Nickelback song. Like, fuck you, that's right.
Well, you know, maybe you're the red flag.
Yeah, that's mostly just them being supportive to her. Red flag, blah, blah, blah. End it.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
See, that kind of guy can't even keep a conversation going.
Yeah. Alright, end it there, or do you want to do one more?
We could do one more. That wasn't good enough.
One more?
Let's see.
I'll let you pick one, Zach. I don't know if you have.
Yeah, I pointed out a
You
couple.
can't
Let's
see,
see.
right?
Yeah, I'm reading. I accidentally told my crush I'm a virgin. I'm curious how that went.
What's the advice?
I don't know. That's why I'm curious.
23-year-old woman crushes 23-year-old man. How he did.
Huh?
I don't know. Why does anyone care?
Yeah, that doesn't actually seem that bad.
Since it's the woman.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's okay.
So-
Yeah. Let's go back. That's not a good one.
That's
I thought it was a
Okay, then.
guy and it might be more interesting, but that wasn't.
and at 23, that's not. Who cares? What is the big deal with hating on unattractive people? Blah blah blah.
Does he hate me or want to date me? What?
Which one are you guys reading?
I don't see this one. Does he hate me or want to date me? Well, if you can't tell the difference, then it's a no.
Yeah, then it's interesting.
This is some hardcore negging. You're leaving. Stop wasting time and go speak with him. That's the,
What's going on?
They're in workplace, near each other. Doesn't say hi, completely avoids eye contact. Catches him looking at her from a distance.
Oh, so he's just like a shy person.
Yeah. Yeah, he just seems shy, actually, from looking at this.
Yeah.
She should forget about him and move on.
Reminds me of the last
Dump 'em.
episode.
I thought this was going to be way more interesting than it's just a shy person.
Yeah. I just, I don't know. Okay, Chloe, what do you do with it if there's a shy guy? He's very attractive, though.
And
That's it. He's shy. You think he's into you.
I'll do nothing.
Even though you think he's really attractive.
Still do nothing.
He's got a... Okay.
He's got a massive
You
dong.
sit down. Yeah, I was gonna say, you need to sit down and you've seen the outline. It is the biggest dick you've ever seen.
You really watched that solar opposite, didn't
Yeah.
you?
He's fucking dragging that clock stomper.
You know he's really into you, but too shy. You still do nothing.
I don't know. Maybe try to be friends with him first and see if he moves. I don't know.
You find out he has a place in the Hamptons with a big dick.
Why is big dick so important to answer?
Because it's the funny thing to say.
So anything else, yeah. Because your advice is just do nothing. I'm trying to up the ante until you do something.
No.
This is pretty funny.
If he's really into me, he would, be brave enough to
Yeah.
not be the socially active.
Guy I've been with 10 months can't spell my name.
Well, how hard
I
is
know,
it?
that's what I would-
My name is just like Mary. You gotta.
Does that actually...
Oh,
My name is like Ashley, but there's at least 5 ways to spell it.
Yeah, that's true.
Like ASHLEIGH, like that shit.
My name is Ashley. If he just spelled it the wrong way, 10 months?
That's a long time to spell the girl's name wrong, though. Because you should know
How
it's...
often does a guy spell her name? If he knows the name, he knows it's Ashley. Maybe he has a sister, or he knows other Ashleys that spell it.
Yeah, that's true. But also, like, wouldn't you put her on your phone? Like, you see it every time you text. Like, you should be on social media with each other.
Maybe it started as a drunk hookup, and she's blonde chick with big tits. Never changed.
Big tits
Guys
Ash.
are lazy.
I mean, to be fair though, I work with some Indian people, but if I talk to them enough, I'll remember how to spell at least their first name.
Yeah.
Last name is a bit too difficult sometimes.
See, look, I text him every day, Snap and Instagram. He sees my name all the time.
Oh.
See, that's what I mean, like...
That just sounds like the guy's not terribly bright, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe he just wasn't thinking at the time he wrote it.
Or name could autocorrect if he's, like, texting it. How did he spell it wrong?
Yeah, or could be his dyslexia.
Or maybe it's his subtle way of negging, like you're not even worth my time.
Oh.
Right after 10 months.
Dude!
This is next level. This is next level.
Good lord.
No, I totally get this one. He was at bowling and went to put the name in, and he went to the phone to check.
What's that? I have no idea. Oh, like in English I can write it, no problem.
No, in Chinese.
I have no idea how the characters go. No
Hard
clue.
negging.
You son of a bitch! Leave him now!
Oh my god, I'm so ashamed.
But this actually makes sense because, like, they went bowling and he paused and had to check the phone to make sure how it was spelled.
Oh. You should have just put blonde chick with big tits in there.
Or just put Ash.
Just like you are in my phone.
That could just be like a nervous thing, right? Like, he's just like, I don't want to fuck this up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's totally understandable.
I think this is not really that big of a deal. Like, that's fine.
Yeah.
Well, let's see what Reddit's advice is. It's about the Seinfeld episode. That's not terribly important. People just saying it happened to them. So no one cares. For the most part, they're just making jokes about it.
It's like, get over it, bitch.
Yeah, basically. Like, who cares? You had to make a Reddit post about it?
Yeah. Like, calm the fuck down.
Too much time in your life.
Good time to get. But you still have energy for more.
No.
Alright.
Okay.
Well,
You guys can continue.
we ended on this dumb bitch Ashley.
Alright.
Alright.
Good podcast.
Yeah. Hold on, let me end it.